Hey guys, on today's video, we're going to be talking about you execute and God shows up. Hey guys, so over the last few weeks at my church, we've been talking about generosity. We've been talking about radical generosity, and when you act, God is going to show up. It's one thing to continue to pray for something and you continue to want this thing and you continue to want change, or you continue to want your circumstances to change. But when you don't take action, God cannot manifest that. He can't put that into action. And one book that we've been reading in our small group is a book called Generosity. And that book is by Gordon MacDonald, and you guys should go ahead and pick up that book. It's a very awesome book on generosity, talking about generosity. I'm going to break that down and unpack that in the coming weeks. But I had some tips here that I wanted to give to you guys, talking about radical change and talking about people that when you want something so bad, or when you want to make a change, or when something needs to happen, you need to count on God, but you also need to act, because God can't show up without you actually executing. So I listed out here a few points for us to take a look at today. The first one is you want to make a BHAG. And what is a BHAG? A BHAG is a big, hairy, audacious goal. That's what you want to do. You want to set this goal. And I got this book. I got that BHAG from none other than Darren Hardy, and Darren Hardy talks about that in The Compound Effect. So if you guys don't have The Compound Effect, you can see how beat up that audio recording is, because I've listened to it about 1,000,000 times. And you want to create that BHAG, that big, hairy, audacious goal, that goal that is just out of reach and it seems impossible, but you can do it if you put action towards what you want to do. Number two is you have to plan out the steps. You have to definitely plan out the steps on what you're going to achieve, what you're going to accomplish. How are you going to do that? Okay, you want to plan out each individual step, because if you don't plan, if you're just going out without setting a sail, you're in a boat and you're just sailing out, you're going to be blowing with the wind. But you have to set your sail. So once you set your sail and you set that plan, you know exactly where you're going. The next point is you want to find people who have accomplished this goal. So you want to look for people, individuals that have accomplished this goal. Maybe you want to start a school, or maybe you want some whatever that big goal is for you, something that you want to accomplish. Find people that have done that. Sit down, take them out to lunch, take them to dinner, find out what they have done. Because if they were already successful in what they have done, where you want to get to, go ahead and sit down with that person. Pay for breakfast, pay for lunch. That way you can pick their brain and find out some more information. The next thing you want to do is heed the warning of the expert. So while you're sitting down with that person, they're going to give you some warning signs. They're going to give you some things, some tips, probably some things that you want to avoid. You want to write those things down, because you do not want to make those mistakes. Most people think that when individuals are giving them advice, that they're just giving them individual advice. But don't you think, if you've already prayed for something and you've already laid it out on the line, you've already planned it, you set your sail, don't you think the next step is for you to hear from somebody that God has specifically placed in your life to hear from? So you want to make sure that you list out all of those points that they say to avoid. That's the next step. The next one is to decide what you are willing to sacrifice. Now that is so powerful, because a lot of people want certain things, or they want success, or whatever success is to them, and they refuse to give up something. They refuse to sacrifice something. So that's very important, something you want to sacrifice. Keep away from negative people. That is so important, because your mind, the people that you're around affect your mind. And you want to make sure that you don't get an infectious virus by negative people and always hanging around with negative people. If you hang around with those people, you're going to continuously hear those things, and it's going to take you in a downward spiral. The next thing you want to do is visualize your plan. Every single detail of your plan, you want to visualize that. You want to see it happen. You want to see it come into fruition. You want to make sure that you're really visualizing that goal so you can make sure that goal is going to happen. The next thing is, after you've already accomplished your goal, you want to celebrate. You want to have some fun. You want to go on vacation. You want to shout it out to the world. You want to make it known that you have accomplished your goal. You want to tell people exactly what you're doing. A lot of people have goals that they want to keep to themselves because they feel as if they tell people and they fail, that they failed. And what you want to do is tell everybody about your goal. So that's going to hold you accountable. And then once you achieve your goal, you know what you do? You celebrate. That is so important for you to do. So guys, I just want to bring you these quick tips really quickly for this week in Lincoln's Leadership Lessons. And I hope, and we all hope, that what you continue to do is lead like you. So guys, I want to thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.